Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and we are back with episode 3 of Feed the Beast Unstable. Oh, yeah. I've been doing a little bit of running around the map because I actually needed to pick up quite a few different things. I guess more specifically, I was looking for one of these slime islands, which I found one. Not this one in particular. This one has already been discovered. The one that I had to go to was way over here. It was worth it, though, because I found a nice, huge thing of Buildcraft oil. Can't really do much with it yet. Although it does work as fuel. This is pneumatic craft oil, by the way. See, you still have the nice spouts from Buildcraft, and then you have the puddles like this, the ponds or lakes of oil from pneumatic craft. They both work as oil for both mods, so good stuff. But anyway, like I said, we're going to work on some Tinker's Construct stuff today. I really want to make some proper tools because my standard tools, well, I'm just really tired of constantly making new picks and new swords and new axes and shovels. So I figured it was about time to hop into Tinker's Construct. Now, I should point out, as I briefly mentioned in the previous episode, that the new version of Tinker's Construct, while very much still the same, is also very much different. I need to go this way. A lot of the old modifiers and stuff were changed. A lot of the old properties and stuff that existed before are no longer present. And I know the smeltery no longer will double your ores. So a lot of different things to keep an eye out for and keep a look for, or look out for, I should say. One of the most notable changes I should mention is that the smeltery doesn't double ores anymore. There's no aluminum brass anymore. So purely just gold. Oh, you guys killed the sheep, man. Wolves, why are you so mean? If you're ever having trouble finding wolves, if you see the old telltale sign of a piece of wool and some mutton hanging around, yeah, there's probably wolves nearby. Wow, there's a ton of wolves. Holy cow, what? I remember on one of my old 1.8 worlds that I was screwing around on back in the day. Well, not too long ago, but long enough ago that it was back in the day. We couldn't find any wolves anywhere. I found one wolf on the entire freaking server. It was kind of ridiculous. And here I am. There's wolves everywhere. But anyway, yeah, Tinker's Construct, it's changed quite a bit. In particular, you can now, like with Iguana's Tinker Tweaks, you can actually build up on one tool. Like, there's no, grand high best tool ever. Like, every tool has a purpose, the right tool for the right job. And that's pretty much what Tinker's Construct has kind of changed into. You'll have your main pick that you use. Whoa, what the hell? You'll have your main pick that you'll use in regards to mining and stuff, but you might also have a pick that you have when you're doing some building, because there, again, are some really neat properties that exist for all the different materials in Tinker's Construct. So let me get my way back to my base, as it's taking a little bit longer than I originally intended, and we can get started. Hooray! We're coming up on home, and as you can see, I added another fancy building for my smeltery. I decided I wanted to do the kind of town build that some people like to do. I don't know. I've always done the big, huge, massive building, and then all of my stuff is in that building, or I build in the side of a mountain, and it kind of turns into the same thing. I figured this time around, since I'm not really going to be doing too much random building, one-off, silly stuff on camera, I'm just going to be focusing on mods, that I could maybe try to build, some fancy buildings for each thing. But we'll see. This one didn't quite turn out as fancy as I wanted. But, oh well. So anyway, let's get started with some Tinker's Construct. I've already got some gold in here and some iron. Now, I mentioned that there's no aluminum brass in Tinker's Construct anymore. So any type of casting that you want to make is going to be used with gold. So if you need to make a cast, you need to make sure you've got some gold. Actually, I should clean up my inventory before we really get into this. So give me a moment and get this cleared out. What can we toss? We don't need that. Although, actually, some cobblestone probably wouldn't be too bad. I found some silverwood logs, which was freaking awesome. And I found some purple slime saplings, which apparently were supposed to be pretty rare. They weren't really that rare for me. I got 6 of them, so doing okay. Doing all right. But I wanted to make sure I went and grabbed some slimes, because if we look through all the different, Tinker's Construct items and pieces and all that fun stuff, I wanted to look at, I think it was the tool rod. There we go. Slime, tough, tool rod. Oh, no, not tough. Not tough. There you go, slime tool rod. Its durability is 600. It's really nice, actually, because if you compare it to... Okay, so that's a green slime, that's a blue slime. So slimes, for whatever reason, have a pretty nice durability level. While your iron tool rod, while it is able to mine diamond, it's got a nice big mining speed, it actually has a pretty low durability. And this weird magnetic thing. I know what it does, but I'll show you guys here in a little bit. So anyway, let's keep going. But if you actually take the time to look through all of the different, like pickaxe head, for example, you'll notice that each type of pickaxe head has like a different little modifier there. So be it magnetic, slimy, unnatural, squeaky, tasty, ridiculous. So yeah, just little things that do different things to make your tools work kind of in different ways. So yeah, I think we're pretty good and cleared out. I think I can deal with that. So let's run on over here, see if we can't make ourselves a pickaxe head. That was kind of what I wanted to focus on this episode. So all right, here we go. So we have our normal stuff laid out. You know, crafting table, stencil table, part builder, tool station, and the pattern chest. However, one first noticeable difference is you can see the stencils on the top of the table. Pretty cool. And the pattern chest, it's on its own line. Like it's all across the line. It's not hidden somewhere behind a block or anything like that. There's a good reason for that. We walk over here to our tool station, or actually, I should point out any station, you have access to everything along the line, including the pattern chest. And that goes for everything else, like that might need a pattern from the pattern chest. It's going to have access to it, so you don't have to worry about running around and putting stuff in there. Super awesome. I love this. I love this functionality. Although, I would love to be able to have these things on different axes, like not all on the same Y or X-axis. I think that's X. Well, whatever. I think you know what I mean. All on the same line. I like to maybe put the pattern chest back behind stuff, but everything's still a work in progress for the most part. So anyway, let's grab these stencils. So we're going to need pattern head for sure, or pickaxe head for sure, tool rod, and the binding. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to get used to the fact that I don't need to do all this stuff. So part builder, tool station, there we go, pickaxe. Yeah, so it's still the same. Just double check and make sure it's still the same. And you can also look and see here that there's nice, like everything's nice and updated, everything looks cool, and it kind of lists the components out for you. Tool rod, pickaxe head, and binding. The pickaxe is a precise mining tool. It is effective on stone and ores. It breaks blocks, okay? Nice and easy. So just like before, we got to grab our stencil, grab a piece of cobblestone or whatever. Or wrong way. There we go. See, we get our pickaxe head. Walk on over here. And then we can pour out our cast. So a lot of that stuff is still largely the same. The basic mechanics are still there. Nice. So I wanted to actually make an iron pickaxe head, because that seemed to be pretty good. It mines diamond. It doesn't have the best durability, but I think I'm going to make a slime binding, or maybe a slime tool rod. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. I've heard that supposedly wood is the new moss. Moss doesn't exist in Tinker's Construct anymore. You can kind of look through here, and there's nothing that really helps regenerate damage over time, right? However, I've heard whispers saying that wood is kind of that. You just have to, ecological. You have to make sure, however, that it's not, don't use wood as a tool rod, because that hurts. You get splinters. I'm going to try it as a binding and see if it'll help my stuff repair. So I should probably, there we go. I got some wood planks, so let's go ahead and get that together. Nice. So just one. I only want one for now, because again, I don't know. Oh wait, I made a tool rod by accident. Whoops. Can I do this? No. Oh well. Well, I got a wooden tool rod. There we go. Wooden binding. Actually, you can stay there. And then next, I wanted to do the tool rod itself out of slimes, but I think I need to make a slime crystal. Like you can't just plop a slime in there and call it good. So green slime crystal. You need to make a green slimy mud. Okay, not too bad. So there's dirt, bunch of slime balls, easy. Oh, I can just do this. Sand, dirt, and a block. So let's do that. So piece of dirt. Do I have any sand? I don't know. I might have. Oh no, nice. I have some. I thought maybe I cooked it all up, but I guess not. So there we go. We now have our green slimy mud, which we can throw in here. Oh man, I don't want to waste my lava bucket. I know what I can use. Can I burn up my tool rod? Nah. Aw. Go. Go, go, go. You need to make sure that it always has fuel or else it'll run out. Alright, cool. So we now have our green slime crystal. Like it says right there, used to craft slime tools. So standard slime, all goopy and gross all on its own, isn't going to make you any tools. You got to make sure you transform it into this green slime crystal. And then from there, we have our slimy tool rod. Hooray! Now, I'm actually, believe it or not 100% on how each one of these different things functions, but I think if we drop it in here and mouse over, it'll wash off. Part of a smeltery, safe for decoration. It's not what I was... Can we close JEI? No? You're going to be like that? I know there's a way. Is it the stencil table? Nah. Maybe it's the tool station that'll tell you. I'm pretty sure that there's a way to actually see exactly what each modifier does. Renewable resources are good, but don't catch a splinter. Okay, so it's like passively hinting at the stuff that it can do. So green power, it's renewable resources. So, you know, you might have, I think it's a 1 in 100 chance that it will repair a little bit. However, there's a chance that whenever you use it, you'll take damage. So I'm hoping with the wooden binding that chance is lowered. So let's get on with this. Let's get on with making this pick. Let's pour out this iron real quick. And, oh man, that's so fancy. Look at that. It slowly cools. And then boom. The little stuff, man. The teeny tiny things. That is so cool. All right, so let's switch on over to, again, it doesn't matter who we click on. It's all going to come out in the end. So let's get this going. So our iron pickaxe head, wooden binding, and a slimy tool rod gets us, durability is still pretty low, but that's all right. We've got some modifiers. Hopefully we can do some stuff with that. Diamond mining level, and it's fast. Ooh, it's super fast. Holy cow. I like it, so. Wait, what? What is this? Wait, what? What is happening? That was weird. That was weird. I don't know what that was. It might have been somebody else messing around in their tool station. I've heard that right now the tool station and some of the Tinker's Construct things are a little buggy because it's trying to send all the information that's in each one of these blocks to to the server, and then from the server to everyone else on the server. Now that functionality is so you can do stuff like this. Lano pick, you can type that stuff in there. People can look at it and go, wow, you're typing stuff in there. But in reality, it's causing some issues. So some work still to be done, but it seems to work just fine. So let's test this baby out. They took care of sleeping. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is its low durability. I was kind of hoping the slime would help on that, but it didn't seem to help too much. Now, it may have been because I tossed the wooden binding on there, and it kind of, obviously, it's going to bring it down a little bit because it's wood. But because this is a new version of Tinker's Construct, we can easily replace that tool binding. If it doesn't work out how I want it to, let's take it off, put something else on there. I'm running all the way down here because I want to at least, make some progress with my new pick. Figured I wouldn't waste it. All right, so I like to mine like this. It's not too terribly fast, but I can't complain. But that's all on its own. That's all on its own. Pretty decent. Actually, let's compare it to an iron pick. Okay, so it's about the same, as you would expect. One major change also that was really made, as you could see in Tinker's Construct, is a lot of balance changes, for sure. So an iron pickaxe, I mean, it's still iron. And this Lano pick, which is primarily made of iron, gonna have similar speeds. The difference being this time around is that we can we can grab ourselves some redstone like we used to be able to, and then speed it up even further. I like it. I like it. So rather than all of the parts coming together to make yourself like a super tool, you have all the parts that come together to make yourself the best tool for the job, which I really like. I think that's a really good balance change that's going to help make Tinker's Construct a little less broken as fuck, if you will. I mean, having a sword that one-shots the Ender Dragon is kind of broken. Now, you know, maybe after I've been playing for like months, I could justify having a sword that strong, but coming out of the gate, nah, not so much. So anyway, let's take a look at something else that has changed. The modifiers. Let's put our pick in there. We can put some redstone in there. And let's actually go get some other stuff. Let's modify the hell out of this thing. Now, as far as modifiers go, I want to say that a lot of the more like weirder, more niche modifiers no longer exist. Like, oh, what's a good one? Auto smelting. I don't believe the auto smelting modifier exists anymore. I don't think there's any way to. Actually, I know that there's no way to add additional modifiers. I think once you make a pick, that's it. You got your 3 modifiers. That's it. Obviously, things are still work in progress, and that could change in the future. But if you want to modify your stuff, you know, you still can. I wanted to grab some lappies, put a little bit of fortune on there. Another big change is that upgrading. The upgrades aren't nearly as what's the right word? Here you go. You can look at this. 34 of 120. That's only going to get you Fortune 1. Back in the day, that probably would have got you a little bit higher, but that's not the case anymore. So same thing with haste. 64 out of 100, that's probably not going to get me too much. The other nice thing is that right there, baby. You don't have to go click, 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 to upgrade it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Wait, am I out of modifiers? Hold up. What? Oh, I know why. There we go. Nice. Sweet. So that used up all of our modifiers. We have the haste maxed out now, and our luck not quite maxed out, but we will get there. I don't think I can add. Yeah, I still need another modifier. So, oh well. Again, I don't think there's any way to add modifiers at the moment, and I don't think modifiers will be added in the future. Now, this is just completely going off of what I've read, what I've seen, and what other people have told me. So, again, all of this stuff is still work in progress, so these things could change. But if you're playing alongside and you hopped into Unstable and you're not quite sure how things have gone about, well, this is accurate for this point in time. So again, I'm running down here. I want to test this baby out now. So you remember how slow it was before. About the same speed as a normal iron pickaxe. Right? Nothing too terribly special. I guess am I a little laggy right now? Alright, so now with this new upgraded fancy pickaxe with a little bit of luck, I think it's just Fortune 1, and some nice fast speeds, 12.129, oh baby. That is a noticeable difference until we run into the gravel. Of course. So let's switch you up. Let's grab some torches. The other change, I don't know how much I like this change because it kind of forces me to, like, I'm not sure how to explain this, so I'm going to explain it the best I can. If you look at my my axe, it's got this little ring around it, right? That means that because I'm holding this Tinker's Construct tool, anything to the right of your Tinker's Construct tools is going to be the item that when you right-click, it places down. The problem that I have with that, with its current iteration, is that it forces me to completely change up the way that I normally organize my action bars. I like to have my torches down here, you know, food right here, and then I go pick axe, shovel, sword. So, you know, I know exactly what to switch to because I don't scroll because I don't have Asperger's. So, when it comes to something like this, where if I want to have that same setup, I mean, I have to use a tinker's pick in every single one of these. I mean, I have to use a tinker's tool. I have to have a tinker's axe. I have to have a tinker's shovel, and I have to have a tinker's sword. And if I want to be able to have that right-click functionality, I have to put my torches there. It's for some people that could be nothing. For me, I would say it's a slightly more than a minor annoyance. There we go. See, that right there is that little bit of damage right there I took is what happens when you use a wooden part. You will occasionally get popped with the splinter, which kind of sucks. But from what I've noticed, because I have this sitting on as my binding rather than my my tool rod, it seems to be less frequent. Other people were saying that if you use it as a tool rod, it's like every single time you use it. It's like splinter, 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 and before you know it, you're like killing yourself. But I like this. This isn't too bad. And again, there's that small chance that it will repair. Now, I'm not sure if it's just a random tick chance that it'll repair, or if it's every time you mine with it, it might repair. Whoa, I found some oil. Let's close that up. I'm like, what's happening? This is weird. So anyway, there you go. Few changes that were made to Tinker's Construct. A lot of them I really like. I think they were really good balance changes that helped kind of bring Tinker's Construct down a few pegs. But good times, man, good times. So I think with that, I am going to go ahead and wrap up the episode. I think next episode, I'm going to come back. I'm going to look towards making a hammer. Hammers have also undergone some balance changes. Some of them are freaking amazing. The changes to the hammer were really good. Now, like all the other Tinker's Construct tools, their durability was vastly decreased, and I think the cost, the not part requirement, material cost. The material cost is still the same for the hammer. Everything, like the hammer, what you need to create the hammer is still the same. Just the functionality of the hammer has changed a bit. It's a little bit weaker as far as durability, but it is still an amazing, amazing item. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick little spotlight of Tinker's Construct, or new Tinker's Construct, if you will, for 1.9. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I've been Lanolin, and I will see you next time. Bye.